Hello, everybody. Welcome to another awesome episode of Youth Connect. I'm Aiden,
Hi, my name is Kevin.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey.
and welcome to our Youth Connect again. Hello, everybody. Hope you're excited. We have a ton of awesome stuff for you on Youth Connect today. Just so that you guys know, we are going to be having Logan in video format, so don't worry, you'll get your cooking knowledge today. But right now, in person, I have Jeff and I have Kevin, and I'm so excited to share with you some awesome news. For those who don't know, Youth Connect is a news, interest, entertainment show that was more than just sharing stories. We are working at creating a platform of inclusion and acceptance one episode at a time. On top of that, we are all advocates for all abilities, and as broadcasters and entertainers, we want to be included in opportunities for acting jobs, directing, writing, chefs, speakers, artists, and musicians. So, you know what they say, if you name it, we want to try it out. I know that Youth Connect is going to be a show that you are going to absolutely love. And if you know with Youth Connect or you haven't, the first thing that we always have to start off with is some gaming news. All right, today's game of the week is actually quite interesting. I'm going to be honest with you because this game actually only has 97 reviews on it. But the interesting factor is that it was actually just released recently. I know that it was released, well, let's see here. Today's October the 4th, and I'm pretty sure it only released yesterday or 2 days ago. So literally just released. But it has a 4.7 on the 5-star scale. May I introduce you to Hell of an Office? So, Hell of an Office, if you had to figure out, is a first person platformer game about your first day in the office of hell. The devil has made you sign a contract, and now you are left with only the help of your stapler to challenge hell's own flames and escape the eternal workplace. Where are you working at? Well, welcome to Hell O. Hello. Hell O is the biggest office material supply company in the underworld, filled with secrets, peculiar characters, bizarre office spaces, and challenges. Try to get along with your new companions and discover how they ended up in hell too. But remember that your manager stapler, Mr. Stapley, is always observing. There are over 100 levels of unique, non-stop platforming. Master the mechanics of your stapler to reach the end portal before everything is consumed by the eternal lava. And there's 10 different layers of hell to with their own unique mechanics like rocket jumps, dashing, necktie hooks, and you must avoid office dangers, jump between portals, and even more. But not only that, unleash your creativity with the Hell of an Office level editor. So if you want to make your own levels, you could design everything and customize with endless possibilities and jump into the workshop to upload your creations, play, compete, and uncover new devilish levels from other players. But not only that, you can compete on online leaderboards and global rankings against the top 10 employees or your friends and beat every level with diamond rank to unlock unique looking styles for your stapler. There are more than 50 achievements and secrets waiting to be completed. Why did I choose this game? It also has an amazing original soundtrack. Apparently, it's amazing, fantastic, and I recommend that you check out Hell of an Office. It looks actually fantastic, and as an indie game, we always want to support those creators, especially with that 4.7 review. My goodness. Anyways, gonna keep it moving. I hope that you check out Hell of an Office. It is on Steam, and I hope you check it out. Anyways, next is Kevin, and Kevin's going to be bringing us some all-important news, sports, and weather. But more importantly, I just cannot wait to hear that interesting fact that's going to be shared.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to U Connect News. I'm your host, Kevin Aruja. So let's get right into the headlines. The province promised 1,600 dedicated parking spots for Thermos Spa at Ontario Place. The Blue Jays president Shapiro asked GM Atkins will continue in current role. The new owners of Toronto's beloved Leslieville Dollhouse give back. And Raptors president Masai Ujiri says there are no issues with Edward Rogers. The Ontario government has released the terms of its 95-year lease with the European company Therme for the spa and water park it plans to build at Ontario Place, and it shows the province has promised 1,600 parking space for the private facility on Toronto's waterfront. The spa and water park have been the subject of vocal criticisms, particularly for the fact that the province is on the hook for building the parking area, and opponents have long called on the government to release the details of the lease. An Auditor General report last year suggested on Ontario's obligations to provide parking for Therme factored into this decision to relocate the Ontario Science Centre from East Toronto to the redeveloped Ontario Place attraction. The report said in a government proposal on relocating the Science Enter, suggested parking could be integrated with the building at Ontario Place in order to dispel public/stakeholder concerns relating to cost and impact on the environment. The lease shows Ontario has promised 1,600 dedicated parking spaces for Therme, and the government says it would proposal a total of 2,500 parking spaces for Ontario Place. But some of Therme's parking spaces are set to be shared with the Live Nation during concerts. It also shows that if the government doesn't meet its parking obligations, it will have to pay Therme $5 per parking space per day once the facility is open. However, Infrastructure Ontario President and CEO Michael Lindsay noted in a media briefing about the lease that it stipulates the spots can be up to 650 meters away from the facility, so there are other surface lots in the area that could be used temporarily. As part of the briefing, officials touted the benefits of Therme's project, including $294 million towards Ontario GDP, 2,000 jobs during the construction phase, and $84 million in revenue to the province from Therme for rent and maintenance payments for the 2034 to 2044. Ontario has the right to terminate the lease early with a 5 years notice after the Therme facility has been in operation for 10 years. The Toronto Blue Jays have already started making changes after a last place finish in American League East. It's likely just the start of a franchise that appears to be making or break mode ahead of a critical offseason. Playing September baseball games without playoff implications is painful, team president Mark Shapiro said on Wednesday. After reaching the playoffs in 3 of the 4 previous years, the Blue Jays have finished the 74 out of 88 this past season. Toronto was a seller at the trade deadline and spent the last 3 months of the campaign in the last place. Shapiro, who held his own end-of-season media availability earlier in the day at Rogers Centre, it has confirmed that Atkins will continue in his current role. Since the season ended on last Sunday, the Blue Jays have made several coaching changes. Don Mattingly will shift back to a bench coach role after serving 1 season as offensive coordinator, Atkins said. Hitting coach Guillermo Martinez won't be back, and field coordinator Jill Kim and assistant pitching coach Jeff Ware won't return to their previous roles. However, the real heavy lifting for Atkins awaits over the next few months. At least one power bat is likely needed to help rejuvenate an offense that struggled all year. The bullpen is in need of a significant makeover. The long-term status of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette. Both faces of the franchise will also hang out over the offseason since both players are entering the final year of their contracts. The Blue Jays, who were swept in the wild card around the 2020, 22, and 23, haven't won a playoff game since 2016 after Atkins' first year on the job. The large crowd of people hoping to collect a piece of Toronto history gathered outside the Leslie Doll House on Sunday as the new owners of the beloved Eastern Home Away give away the dolls, toys, knickknacks, and teddy bears had covered the property. They wanted to give people an opportunity to come out and have one last look at it, take a piece home, and go from there, Bradley Sutherland, who was purchased the property in his partner last month, told CB24. For the last 20 years, anyone who's walked by the home near Queen Street and Jones Avenue would be hard-pressed to miss the uniquely decorated residence. The previous owner, Shirley Somazer, lived on Bournemouth Avenue for more than 5 decades and began placing her growing collection of trinkets on her front porch and lawn. However, in an interview with CTV News on Toronto, Sumersi's son, Tom, explains that recently the family decided that time had come to sell his mother's home to spend more quality time with her. The property hit the market in July for $999,000 and sold for $99,000 under the next month. Sutherland and his partner has said they plan to renovate the semi-detached three-bedroom home that needed to be part ways with the characteristics ornaments first. To do that, the new homeowners organized on Sunday giveaway as a charitable event in collaboration with MLSE Change the Game campaign. In exchange for a choke kit, guests were asked to make a cash or online donations to the campaign. And moving forward to the sports news, Toronto Raptors team president Masai Ujiri tried to lay to rest rumors that he has friction with Edward Rogers, the executive chair of Rogers Communication. Ujiri says he and Edward Rogers have had the same exact relationship for 10 years, and that is great. He was speaking at the Raptors media day ahead of training camp. Ujiri's comments come nearly 2 weeks after Rogers Communications announced that it was going to acquire rival telecom BCE Inc. with a 37.5% stake in Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment for $4.7 billion. The Toronto Star reported in 2021 that Rogers had unsuccessfully fought plans to re-sign Ujiri as a vice chairman and a president of basketball operations, saying he was not worth the amount offered. The MLSE owns almost all of Toronto's professional sports teams, including the Raptors, NHL Maple Leafs, Major League Soccer's Toronto FC, and the CFL's Argonauts. The MLSE chairman Larry Tenenbaum, via his holding company at Kilmer Sports Inc., owns the other 25% stake. OMERS, which is a Canadian pension fund, purchased a 5% indirect stake in MLSE in the summer of 2023 through a 20% direct stake and Kilmer Sports for US $400 million. Kilmer announced this past summer that it was bringing a WNBA franchise to Toronto. Rogers Communication wholly owns the Toronto Blue Jays. In today's weather forecast, we've got a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. The temperature is now 19 degrees. And tomorrow we will get sunny. The temperature will be 17 degrees. And now moving forward for the interesting fact, I'm going to talk about, peanut butter. I'll tell you what's my favorite peanut butter. Mine was Jif, but unlike the rest, but they're all better. So peanut butter is a food paste or spread made from ground, dry roasted peanuts. It commonly contains additional ingredients that modify the taste of texture, such as salt, sweeteners, or emulsifiers. Consumed in many countries, it is the most commonly used of the nut butters, a group that also includes cashew butter and almond butter. The earliest reference to peanut butter can be traced to Aztec and Inca civilizations, who ground roasted peanuts into a paste. However, several people can be credited with the invention of modern peanut butter and the processes involved in making it. The U.S. National Peanut Board credits 3 modern inventors with the earliest patents related to the production of modern peanut butter. Marcellus Gilmore Edson of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, obtained the first patent for the method of producing peanut butter from roasting peanuts using heat surfaces in 1884. Edson's cooled product had a consistency like that of butter, lard, or ointment, according to its patent applications, which describe a process full of milling roasted peanuts until the peanuts reached a fluid or semi-fluid state. He mixed sugar into the paste to harden its consistency. When peanut butter was brought onto the market in the Netherlands in 1948, it was not allowed to do so under the name peanut butter. The word butter was specifically reversed for real butter to avoid confusions with margarine. So I have 6 interesting facts about peanut butter. the world's largest peanut butter and jelly sandwich made in Grand Island, which is from Texas, and is weighed 1,342 pounds. The second fact is it takes 1 acre of peanuts to make 30,000 peanut butter sandwiches. And the third fact is not everyone is crazy about peanut butter, especially those who are allergic to peanuts. About 1.3% of American population is allergic to peanuts, which is not so fun fact. The fourth fact is that the average child will eat 1,500 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before graduating from high school. I'm supposed about average based on a 180-day school year, but that doesn't count weekend and summers. And the fifth fact is the South has the best climate for growing peanuts in the United States. 60% of them are grown in Georgia, Florida, and Alabama, and half of that 60% is used to make peanut butter. And the last fact is peanuts aren't nuts, they are legumes. So it's technically inaccurate to call it a nut butter, but is usually referred to one anyway. So we come to the end of my segment. Tune in for next week's news, weather, and a very interesting fact. My name's Kevin Ruja, and it's back to you, Aiden.
Did you guys know that it takes approximately 540 peanuts to make a 12-ounce jar of peanut butter? So that means that it takes a lot of peanuts to make peanut butter. And to be honest with you, I absolutely love peanuts. I think my favorite thing is Reese's peanut butter cups. Jeff, do you have like a favorite peanut butter themed thing that you like to eat? I guess I should say.
I'm not really a peanut butter person, to be honest. But
Okay.
no, I'm not really a peanut butter person.
Okay. What about you, Kevin? Kevin, do you have a favorite peanut butter themed dish? Or whatever.
Mine would have to be peanut butter and Nutella sandwich.
Peanut butter Nutella
sliced
sandwich. That's
bananas.
delicious. If anybody wants to share their favorite peanut butter themed whatever, what peanut butter this or peanut butter that, you can share it down in the comments below. But let's keep the ball rolling. And then now it's time to bring with you that second gaming news. And this one's very important because this also follows for me in Minecraft. But recently, Mojang held their annual Minecraft Live event, thankfully with no mob vote. Thank goodness, because I have such a problem with mob votes. If you're going to add all three, just add all three. Why are we only voting on one? But as the 2024 live stream showcased content on the way, info on the film, and other related items, among the announcements included the next two game drops, a segment covering the upcoming movie, a Minecraft movie, which is okay, and a better look at the in-person Minecraft experience, Villager Rescue. We have more details, which I'm going to share right now. Who's excited? So, interestingly, this is going to have two new sections to the game. Mojang's Agnes introduces the next game drop, which is the Bundles of Bravery, and how bundles can help players take on challenges and share resources, along with hardcore mode coming to Bedrock. A very, 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 very important feature that a lot of Bedrock fans were very upset about because they really wanted to play hardcore mode in their Minecraft worlds, but they couldn't do it on Bedrock. But now you can, coming up. And interesting thing, there is going to be a new biome called the Pale Garden, which is an eerie backdrop for the rest of the features, filled with pale oak trees and hanging moss. Now, also adding on to it is a brand new mob called the Creaking, a tree-like mob that will stand motionless when spotted by a player, but before you look away, there's a secret to defeating this mob you'll need to hunt down. There's also a living block called the Creaking Heart, which might look like wood, but they hide a secret that you'll need to uncover quickly. And interestingly, the brand new oak wood set includes all of its wood set recipes, which include boats, gates, fences, pressure plates, you name it, it's going to be there. New blocks like Pale Moss, but more importantly, very interestingly, a Minecraft experience called Villager Rescue. So Mojang says that it will give viewers a behind-the-scenes look at the all-new immersive in-person experience premiering in Dallas, opening October 18th, produced by Partner Experience Mod. And I saw it, and if you guys haven't watched the Minecraft Live, you should really check it out. It's really interesting. And also, a Minecraft movie. It looks okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it looks good at all. Even if Jack Black is there, I don't think it's gonna save the movie. I think it needs a Sonic the Hedgehog rework where it completely redos the entire movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. And also, more importantly, this year we had Villager News. And if you don't know what Villager News is, a long, long time ago, 13 years ago, that's how far back we're going. There used to be a thing called Villager News, and there were these bunch of villagers talking about the news. And guess what? We only learned about the news thanks to Villager number 9 and Villager number 3 and Villager number 6. And thankfully, we learned a lot about the news, but I really appreciate how I always get to see Villager News every year. We saw them last year, and now we saw them this year. Hopefully, next year we'll see them. It's interesting to say the least. I'm excited to see what's going to be coming up later. But for now, I think next up, we're going to be having a video of Logan. And I'm not sure what he's going to be sharing with you, but I know this. It's going to be some interesting cooking knowledge that he has to share.
Today's topic, I'll be talking all about leavening. So, what is leavening? Leavening is a reaction that occurs when a baked good is put into the oven that helps it rise. And the baked goods rise in the oven due to the presence of gas. Now, since gas expands when it's heated, by trapping these gases inside of a baked good, it will therefore cause that baked good to balloon outwards, to rise, to expand, etc. And this is what's known as leavening. And so for today's topic, I'll be talking about every way that you can leaven a baked good. Now, the first way to do that is with yeast. I won't go over yeast too much since I've talked about it before previously, but basically, yeast is most commonly used to leaven breads, bagels, or donuts. Yeast is a microorganism that eats sugar and then converts it into CO2 gas. And like I said before, that CO2 gas helps to give the bread or bagel rise when heated, since it expands inside of the oven. Now, the next way that you can leaven a baked good is by using a chemical leavener, something like baking soda or baking powder. I'll go over both. Now, baking soda produces CO2 gas when it is combined with an acidic substance. You probably know about those like science fair experiments with the baking soda volcano, where they combine baking soda and an acid like vinegar, and it causes a very foamy reaction that produces CO2 gas. Now, since this reaction occurs very fast, baking soda is best used to leaven batters that are going to be used very quickly, like, say, a pancake or a muffin batter. Now, you can use various different acids to activate the baking soda, including stuff like buttermilk, yogurt, vinegar, and even cocoa powder. Next up, I'll go over baking powder. Now, baking powder is quite similar to baking soda, except that it has the acid already within it in the form of salt. Now, baking powder comes in two types, single activated or double activated. Now, single activated baking powder will create CO2 gas when it is combined with moisture. And because of that, single activated is, much like baking soda, is best used in like batters that are very quickly going to be used. Now, double activated is pretty similar to single activated, except it activates twice. The first time when combined with water, and then it activates again when it's combined with heat. Because of that, double activated baking powder gives a much better rise compared to single activated, and it's much better if you want to, say, prepare like a dough or a batter ahead of time and then cook it later. Now, another way that you can leaven a baked good is by using whipping or creaming. Basically, you just grab a whisk and you really go with the town on your baked good. Now, plenty of substances can be whipped, and this whipping action basically traps air within it. And then from there, it can be added to something like a batter, and that air will help expand in the oven, giving rise to your baked good. Some examples of this is with cream or egg whites. It can be whipped into whipped cream or meringue, respectively. And this is how certain cakes like Angel Food Cake get their rise from. Angel Food Cake is well known for being a very meringue-heavy cake that relies on that whipped meringue to give it rise. And even batters themselves can be whipped to trap air inside them, which greatly expands their volume and allows them to rise even more in the oven. Now there's one final way to leaven a baked good, and that is by using butter. Now butter can be incorporated into a dough to help it rise. When the dough is baked, the butter will first melt, and then it will turn into steam, which forms pockets inside the dough. And like I said before, gases really like to expand in high heat. So when put into the oven, that steam will expand and the dough will help rise. And this method is most commonly used to give rise for stuff like puff pastry or pie crusts. Anyway, that just about does it for all the different methods of how to leaven baked goods. I hope you all learned something very nice today. Thank you all for listening, and back to you, Aiden.
In the importance of breads, bagels, and more importantly, those delicious goods that you really need to rise. Remember, leveling means yeast. So I definitely will say thank you to yeast, because without yeast, we wouldn't have pizza. Oh, I love pizza so much. Thank you so much, Logan. Very important lessons to learn today. But now, enough cooking knowledge. It's time to bring with you some community news. So what's happening in our community? Super Ability Crew is going to be having their on week this next week. And along with that, it's going to be packed with fun, learning, and creative activities. I'm going to do a quick re-over or a quick list to go through. Monday, as you guys, actually, first of all, 9:30 from Monday to Friday, we are going to have our morning chat. This is where we talk about our lives, discuss with community, and make connections, make friends. That's the way to do it. That's why we have these events, especially with the chats in the morning. It's a good way to start off the day instead of just, sitting alone. Now you get to talk with friends. Monday is art with me. I can't say what we're going to be doing, but we're going to use something all about smashing and creating beautiful colors and textures. Tuesday is quite interesting. We're cooking up a surprise. We're going to be doing a mystery dish. And what is this? What is this mystery dish? Well, you're going to have to figure out on Tuesday. On Wednesday is Traveling with Miss Devi, and we're going to be exploring the beautiful Europe through Miss Devi's firsthand experiences. There's no better way to learn than through somebody else's eyes, I guess you should say. Thursday is Wellness with Miss Anita. And do you guys need some sleep? Because we can dive into the importance of rest and how it impacts you and me, us together. And Friday is our trivia and general knowledge, where we cram all of our information that we learned about all throughout the week, crammed into one session where we're ready to show off and see who's going to win. And on Sunday, we're going to have a musical celebration, and we're going to be doing some ukulele and drumming this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. And ukuleles at 2:30 and drumming and percussion circle is at 3:30. So let's come together as a community and share in the joy of music. And don't forget to bring non-perishable food items to our Thanksgiving drive. Everyone is welcome, and let's make some noise for a great cause. Ah, how amazing is that? A jam-packed week with lots of special guests. It's going to be awesome. Anyways, though, got to keep the ball rolling. And next up, I'm going to be bringing you Jeffrey. And what is Jeffrey going to bring us? Jeff's going to bring us some live music. I hope you guys are ready.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great time. What do I have for you today? I have an original song for you today. It's called It's Okay, It's Alright. So, hope you're ready. It's okay, it's alright. When we unite together, we can survive. Raise your hand, raise your eyes towards the sky, and appreciate all it makes you wonder why. Why do we harm the earth, pursuit of greed? Why not sow seeds and end hunger and need? We get engraved with knowledge as our tool. Together, let's rewrite the rules. It's okay, it's alright. But we come together, we can shine, lift your spirits towards the sky, and transform all that makes you wonder why. Feed the hungry, strengthen the weak, empower those you aim to see. To end war, we need peace, love one another. As we unite, as a united front, we stand together. As a force, we will prepare to comfort what's unjust and unfair. Open your eyes, let your voice be heard. Liberate your thoughts, let truth be your word. It's okay, it's alright, that we unite together, we can survive. It's alright, when we stay as one, we'll find a way, let your dreams touch the sky. Together, chase away the why. Get grooving. It's okay, it's alright. When we unite together, we can survive. Raise your voice, touch the sky, and transform that makes you wonder why. In the face of adversity, find our way. Hand in hand, we'll light the path each day. Together we mend what's torn apart. Healing words with love from the heart. When the challenges seem to imposing, remember together, oh how to defeat. With hope in our hearts, we'll overcome. As one arise, shining like the sun. It's okay, it's alright. When we unite together, we can survive. Raise your voice, touch the sky, and let unite reach the highest sky. In harmony, our dreams will never die. It's okay, it's alright. When we unite together, we can survive. Raise your voice, touch the sky. Raise your voice, don't be shy. And let unite, reach the highest sky. In harmony, our dreams will never die. Thank you, everybody. This is Jeffrey Ankman, and stay tuned and make sure to check out my website, jeffreyankman.com. Anyways, it's back to you, Aiden. Bye, everybody.
What an important and strong message. I love that original song, Jeff. Really shows that if we stick together, stand strong, we can fight. Also, very, very important, this is some interesting event news. Today is National Taco Day because it's very important that we remember this. I didn't even know it's National Taco Day, but apparently it is. On October the 4th is National Taco Day, and today is October the 4th. I didn't even know this was happening, but apparently it is National Taco Day. So if you have a taco place nearby you, you might get a free taco coupon. Oh, sounds absolutely awesome. And now I'm craving a taco. Anyways, guys, I hope that you had an awesome episode of Youth Connect. If you did like Youth Connect, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to click the notification bell.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much for everybody that's watching right now. And we will see you all next Friday. Bye, guys. Catch you later.